How's the week gone? All good?
Yeah, good. I mean, when you analyse it, for me, I'm over the moon with 6 points out of the 9. Obviously disappointing to lose any game, but if you'd said before the Christmas programme we'd get 6 out of the 9, I'd have snapped your hand off. So pleased with the return. Now we're on to the next one.
Next one being Northampton, decent side, mid-table, but a chance again for points, isn't there?
Always a chance, isn't it? Every game's 3 points on the table. Northampton obviously won the league, but we managed to be 6 points ahead of them, which is good. But for me, the teams that have gone up promoted into League One have more than held their own. Us, Oxford, Northampton, Wimbledon. So we expect a tough game.
January, apart from Fleetwood, I think all the sides you're playing against are below you. It's a big chance to cement yourself in that.
Counts for nothing. Counts for nothing. It's 11 men versus 11 men. Big teams, big budgets. It's football, isn't it? I don't look into that. The top teams are just as beatable as the bottom teams. It's a tough old league, but I certainly don't fear playing teams above us, and I have massive respect for the ones below us. So stop getting carried away, you.
Training wise, I mean, we see outside it's freezing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It sort of messes the things around. But how do you cope with that?
It does. We go over to the GFA, the Gloucester Football Association, and work on a full size today on the 4G. So can't do anything about the weather. I'm good, but I'm not that good, and we just crack on with it. Really, it's part of football, isn't it?
Yeah, you've been there, done that, I suppose, isn't you?
Yeah, it is. It's not ideal, but not a lot of things are in the world, are they?
January brings with it the old transfer window and what have you.
Is it open, is it?
Apparently so,
Yeah,
I've
right,
been told
okay.
it is, Anything going on? What's happening? Any people coming in? Or?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of sales on it, isn't there, at the minute, with his shirts and trousers and all that. So, listen, I've said it before, I want to get my number one targets. If I don't get my number one targets, I'll obviously got a few underneath that, but I certainly won't be getting to the stage where I can afford to certainly pay over inflated odds for players that are going to be a lot cheaper in the summer. So that's where I stand. Is I'll be using a sensible approach. I'd like to bring in a couple in. I've already said that. If I don't get the right ones, I might have to dip into the loan market, which isn't ideal. However, sometimes you have to bite a bullet. So we'll see.
You don't want to rush things, do you? That's the thing, isn't it?
I panic like mad, me though. You know what I'm like. I get all hesitant and all sweating at night and that. Listen, we've got a good quality squad of players that we've got at the football club at the minute, haven't we? So we always need to keep adding to that. We're 10th in League One, 21 games to go. So we're in a very healthy position. We want to kick on, and I want to get players in the right, long term for this football club. And what I won't do is you've only got to look a few years gone by where players have come in on big money, big signings, and delivered. You tell me. Nothing. So we'll be taking our time to make sure we make the right sort of signings, because I haven't got an open checkbook. Never expect to have an open checkbook. We try and run this as a business, a sustainable business, and that's the way we continue to do it while building a proper infrastructure on the background. So that's where we're at with it.
Loan-wise, Charlie's gone back. Is that right? Tell us about that.
Yeah, Charlie's gone back. Disappointing, but I'd like to thank Chelsea. Chelsea are a fantastic football club and got a great relationship with themselves. Understand, Charlie started his loan season very well with ourselves. He had a little bit of a dip over the last few weeks, but I believe he did played a fair amount of games in the last 21. However, he's been recalled back, and I wish him well, because what a fantastic lad and what a credit to their football club. Great attitude. And certainly I believe, especially if he can sort out his little defensive duties, I think he'll be a top class player in the future. So pleased to have helped in his development.